Okay. It is a Friday night. I would play Friday night music right now, but I can't because, well, you know why. It is the third episode. Is it third episode? Is it? I was track. But anyway, today we have a special guest tonight for the podcast, by the way. Is none other than the Xyros boyo. But yeah, let's get this thing started, shall we? Wah! Why am I gone? There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm mute right now. Let's see how the guys and fellas are doing. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, boyo.
Hey.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah, so far so good.
Fantastic.
Not dying inside.
Fantastical.
That's already been happening. It's fine.
Okay, understandable.
I mean, yeah.
But as you can see, chat and friends who are watching the podcast right now, we have a special guest today. His name is Xyros.
Hello.
He's here today, joining for our podcast episode tonight. I guess. I forgot to add
No,
one
he's
thing.
just going to live here in the podcast. It's fine.
I mean, you say it like that, but
It's just he's eternally in there for good. Stuck in that corner over there.
Yeah.
I forgot to put this on screen. Hold up.
How
I'll do this. I'll do this right
Dare
here.
you.
There you go. There you go. It's fine.
Wait. What'd you do?
There you go.
What'd you put on screen?
There you go. It's fine.
Hold
I forgot to put his name.
Oh.
Who is this?
It's fine. It's there. Don't worry about it.
No name.
Yeah, no names.
Who is this mysterious Makote?
Who is there?
How's it going, Johnny boy? All right.
Oh, shit.
So we agreed what we're gonna talk about most today and just try and chill, basically. So, who wants to open up first, Mimic or Waba? Oh shit.
You know what?
Hmm?
I have a better idea.
What's up?
How was this?
Wait.
Let me roll some dice.
Oh no! Are we rolling for initiative?
Okay, now we're doing DD all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Improv.
We're just rolling initiative. I see.
Yeah.
And
All right. So to make this interesting, 1 is Koka, 2
2.
is Waba, 3 is me, and I'm sorry, Cyrus, but you gotta be 4.
And
Yeah.
no chat, we are doing this from a live feed, by the way, because COVID guidelines. Yes.
Believe it or not, it's 4.
Okay,
Oh,
that's when we
yes,
started.
my podcast now.
Oh.
Oh well, damn.
Well, yeah, that's happened. But yeah, we're gonna here talk about today about what got us into F14 or streaming in general, basically. So yeah. So Xyros, question of today is, why did you want to stream F14? Like, what made you start streaming F14 in general first, or in our game, at least?
Oh man. Oh, a couple things. Like when I first got interested in FF14, it was actually because I never got the chance to play 11. I was too young at the time, and I didn't have the means to pay for a subscription. So instead, I ended up playing Guild Wars 1 because that was free. No subscription to that, but it was still an MMO. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a fantastic game, and I had a ton of fun. I played it for pretty much up until the end of its lifespan, almost, from when their last expansion hit, and then they basically stopped putting content out for it. By that time, it was like 5 years, maybe.
Oh wow.
And then after that, I started college, and then gaming for me shifted. I was mostly doing console stuff, and then playing a lot of League of Legends because my friend showed that to me. That was when it first came out, and we all thought the concept of it was really cool. I remember it because we were all just hanging out, and we were at a Chipotle that had actually just opened up, because this is when Chipotles were still popping up in places. And that's when we first talked about League, and we were all like, "Yeah, let's all play League." And then I got hooked onto League for I've still been playing it for like 11 years, and just loving everything that Riot's been making. Then during that time span where I was playing League, I got really invested in the game. It was probably like one of the only computer games my computer could handle at the time because it was a piece of crap. And then from there, I joined a Facebook group for people that were in my neighborhood because my friend showed this to me. It was another friend because all of us were playing League at this time. It was just like our group thing. We would play board games, we would play League of Legends, we would play some random computer games if they were able to run on our computers because only a few of us had like really high end computers and a lot of us didn't.
I get that
And
I feel, yeah.
yeah, and it mostly came down to us playing that. And then my friend told me about this Facebook group. I got really invested into it. I ended up actually becoming a big member in that community. I wasn't like the top leader of the community. That was somebody else, and that's an entire story on its own. But a lot of people knew me. We ended up finding about like 1,000 members at our peak when we would run events and stuff. There would be like a handful of us that would go out, but we would always try to make events for people around the area that I live where we'd all play games together. And it was like this giant thing of just everybody enjoying the game. And then after that group ended up dissolving, I was kind of stuck in thinking like what other games to play. And I mean, I heard about Final Fantasy 14. I tried playing it with one of my friends back in the closed beta for 1.0. I didn't actually enjoy it that much when that came out. I remember I played it. This is 1.0 and then A Realm Reborn, so this happened twice. For 1.0, I played that because of Black Friday. Very funny, it's the same day it's today, so it's just like look back in time to when that was happening. It was like a $5 sale. I still have the box for it, and I still think that's funny. That's only listed as $5, and we both hated it. We played it for like 10 minutes and just stopped. And then A Realm Reborn came out. I tried the closed beta because I actually did get an account because they were trying to stress test like computers of certain qualities. My computer could barely run it, so I traded it for like a day. I thought it was fun, but like I said, my computer couldn't handle it. So for a long time, I basically just ignored it and I stopped playing it until about Heaven's Word ended up coming out. And then after that, that's when I started going back to it because I had two friends that I'd been playing a lot of Monster Hunter with
Ooh,
on our DSs, and I've been saving up money to actually get a new computer. And after we stopped playing Monster Hunter, it was like, well, what do we do now? And one of them's like, why don't we play Final Fantasy 14? And I was like, whoa, geez, I love Final Fantasy and I love MMOs, so sure, why not? And that was basically how it all started.
My God.
Yeah, but part of it wasn't just strictly on my computer. At first, when I started, it was actually on console. I tried playing on a PlayStation because I was like, well, I already have one, so let's just get it for a PS4 instead. I tried it. I still loved the game. The only problem was is that my need to want to communicate and be social with people was so high that I was like, I can't do that on a console. I mean, I could put my keyboard and connect it to that, but then I can't like talk to people easily using like voice speak. So I saved up more money and then I got a computer. Yeah, and one thing led to another, and here we are now.
My God, starting off from Final Fantasy 11 though. I know Waba here originally did start FF11 first.
Well, he said,
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, I gave that to me.
Yeah, I wanted to. I know Waba's played it. I wanted to play it, but I never got the opportunity to. And then by the time we hit that point, it was like well past its lifespan, even though it's still around and kicking
for some reason.
and getting supported, which I think's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from going from a friend group to getting your own computer at an amount of time, that's like a lot of time, to be honest. Just even starting playing games, to be honest, from going from laptop, console to actual PC. That's a lot. In general, for like investment and stuff. I know for me, I did it as well, where I literally had started from console first, then straight to laptop gaming. Unfortunately, I ended up playing MMOs back then. I played a lot of Facebook games and obviously League as well.
Look at this fake gamer over here.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I remember when I used to play Facebook games. There was this typing one I was obsessed with. And then Farmville.
Farmville was everyone played that one, yes.
Yeah, I never played Farmville. I played the weird, like, I didn't even know what the game was. I think it was like either Korean or Japanese. I just played those games on Facebook. I didn't even know what it was about.
I mean, also fun. I love fun at least. But yeah, I think I seen past videos. I built my computer late 2017 after college, basically. So
Yeah.
then I got into back for 14 at end of Heaven's Ward, at least, and started playing from there from Storm Blood. Now I'm here basically. After that, don't forget Tetris. Yeah, and also Tetris as well from playing from console game as well. A lot of Tetris, Mario Party as well, and I used to own N64, but I sold that unfortunately. So, oh well.
So next question: Drunk Tetris when Coca?
Oh no.
Yay.
Drunk Tetris. Wednesday. Who knows?
I'll rather do that when like near the end of the year, probably as a goal kind of thing. Well, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And
You want to go next, Bob, or do you want me to go next?
Oh, go ahead.
go.
Okay. So I guess let's see. Why did I want to stream 14, or what inspired me to start the streaming?
Yeah.
So I guess it looks like this all came to be. Weirdly enough for me, let's take a look some back from my past. So, as some people probably have mentioned, I actually had played Final Fantasy 11. I started playing that around 2004 when it was released for the PS2. I remember that day vividly because all it was is I was sitting there watching my dad play the game. So my dad was playing Final Fantasy 11 first, and I was showed interest in it. So he let me play his character for a little bit, and I was invested. So like right after all that, he basically he went out of his way. He got the PS2, he got the hard drive, and then you had the Ethernet cable that you had to hook into the hard drive.
Oh god.
Which, yes, I mean, yeah, man, you had to have an Ethernet cable to play this game. There was no such thing as wireless; it was Ethernet. You had to click it into that little slot, and basically was your one way to get online to play the game. I was really excited to be able to start my own character and play through it. So like I've been basically playing MMOs for like a very, very long time. And I what do they I said that's like where my adventure started. Was obviously 11 years old playing this game. Basically, it is so like if people try playing it now, they'd be like, "What the hell? What is this? What is that? How do you do this? What kind of system you have going on here?" So it would be very confusing to a lot of people who don't play it now. So um anyway, jumping a little bit now, let's go jump a little bit further forward. I kind of been on and off of that game for a while. And I jumped to the 14 actually. I did play the beta briefly. I played the brief beta for I got Lancer to like level 7 and Blacksmith to level 3, and I was just like, you know what? No, I can't play this. Like, this does not work for me. And I kind of actually now thinking about it now than it was back then. It reminded me of like how Final Fantasy 11 was and how 14 Final Fantasy 14 was supposed to be 11 2.0, and I'm like, that doesn't work in this current in that age of time.
No.
Not nowadays. No, you cannot have that mentality, and that's what they were aiming for. So I was like, doesn't work. So I'll just go back to Final Fantasy 11 if I want to play Final Fantasy 11. That was the mentality I had. So I went back to that. But I did end up picking the game back up around when Beta Phase 2 came out. How I found out was one of my exes was talking about it with me, and I actually will say it straight up. I was dissing the game at first because I was like, it was horrible in the first launch. How's it going to be any better for the second launch? Bad mentality to have. But she got enough to where she swayed me to give it a try, give it a shot. So I walked in, I started playing the beta phase 2. It was where they were testing controller. That's what they were doing. They were testing controller. And it felt nice to play. And feel like you could give feedback and stuff like that. And they were actually taking the feedback seriously. They were trying to figure out what to consider, things like that. So it felt really nice that this was a thing. I was like, okay, this game's got potential. So after they finally released the game full fledged, I was really hooked. Been playing since. And I feel like I have so much love for this game. Probably one of the few reasons I'm inspired to stream it. Is that I have so much love for this game because I've been playing it for so long. I've been playing a Rumble Born since beta phase 2. I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I want to share it with people. And I want people to be able to experience why I play this game and why I love it so much. It's one of the few things I still bring up in conversations sometimes. I tell people, hey, I stream, and they ask, what do I stream? I tell them, I stream Final Fantasy 14. And they ask more questions, I give them answers, and and it kind of picks up. If they do pick it up, cool. If not, hey, I made it a conversation. It was a nice thing to say, hey, this kind of game exists, and it's really cool. But obviously, I think beforehand, I streamed 11 because I want people to see 11. But I think I've become more of a 14 streamer now because I finally have a home in the 14 community. Was the biggest thing for me, is finally having that home.
Aww.
That's one way I say it.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, you just can't keep living in my backyard, though, man.
I thought it was
You
ours
gotta get
idea
a
for that
house
one.
eventually.
Yeah. Just like,
All right, let's.
Just eat something
sorry.
to the corner.
oh my god.
So,
Why did you want to stream F14 Mimic? Like, what got into it fully for you?
so what got me into it? It was a huge mix of, like, seeing a few YouTubers play it, and I'm like, it looks really cool. And my husband showed when we were dating. He showed me the demo. Like, not really demo, but like, I think this may have been back during Heavensward or something. But he was just kind of showing me the game, and I was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." And I was like, early days of dating, and to be honest, I mostly played console, and he was the one who got me my first computer, which was a really small old Alienware. Well, at the time, it was kind of newish, but not like expensive. And I played on that for many years, and I think it was during that time that I was like, "Hey, we want to give this game a shot again." He said, "Oh yeah, sure, let's play it." I think this was during our first year of marriage. Day 1, got to level 14. I'm like, "I want the game now. Give me the game."
Nice. I mean, hey, it all works in the end,
And I came in around Stormblood when, I think it was I think a month before the Lighthouse was released. So I will always introduce myself as a Stormblood baby in Final Fantasy,
Understandable.
which is really funny out of context.
God, I'm a boomer.
Yeah. I mean, who's boomer here? Is this Waba?
It's I am the boomer here.
Because Zara, you started like what? What did you start for you at 14?
I think Heavensward, wasn't it?
Technically started like during the closed beta of 2.0's launch.
Oh boy.
But then I stuck with the game more when Heavensward happened.
So you're basically a mixed boomer Heavensward baby.
Yeah.
I
probably would have. I probably would have played and committed to the game more had I actually had the ability to play the game properly instead of having it run at like 5 FPS.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You like playing slideshows? I do.
Slideshows.
That was me back in the day. My God.
But yeah, what made me want to stream Final Fantasy 14, and honestly, just streaming in general, I was kind of getting more and more motivated over time. I'm like, I really want to do this stuff. I really want to, have fun, and hopefully, maybe if I stream, I want to have a lot of fun with my friends, because I'm not gonna lie, when I remember a really fun time, I laughed so hard I could barely tell the dang story because I run out of oxygen. I think I need to breathe. And what really got me into streaming was, of course, I think I started catching a few of nest raids, which were like, again, like this is when like I was starting to hit the Stormblood content. I'm like, oh, these people are really funny. And then I started watching tequila shots, kind of been expanding out, and I'm like, I really want to get into streaming because I want to be able to bring joy to a lot of people. And Final Fantasy became one of them. And at first I was like, I'll just play it, stream a bit of like Shadowbringers. And I'm not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
I never plan too far ahead because I don't like putting expectations on myself, but I can definitely say streaming Final Fantasy and becoming part of a Xyros' community has led me to meet a lot of amazing people, including Koka and Waba. And I'm actually very excited for, of course, the next expansion because now I have a bunch of friends to play it with.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
I mean, same with me. Besides, obviously, I did also watch Nest Rate as well on YouTube and stuff. For me to get fully into streaming, I was watching Spopey first. I'm still a sub to her, so I've been in her community for like about nearing 3 years, I think. So
Ooh.
I've been watching her. I said, you know what? I want to try this out, see if I can have fun with it, at least see if I get like aim like do anything with it. And at first I did stream League, obviously. No one would watch that because it's League of toxicity. Am I right? But
Oh my god.
I can't believe you done that, Koka.
it was a dark timeline, yes. But then I started streaming FF14. I started mostly streaming my FF14 endgame raid progression, I mean being PFs and sometimes in groups during Star Shadowbringers when I'm at PC. And now I'm doing more often than usual. I just stream Dragon Farm from people beside Batsu, people from Wild Discord, maybe Discord, or anyone else basically that comes along. And it's kind of like, you know what? I like being here. This giant community that would get to me and stuff. It's fun. And I want to keep doing that more. Just meet new people and stuff, and see what other kind of coolness I can get myself into, like getting dead from like I don't know, tank bus or something.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm still kind of
Hmm?
laughing, but also just like I can't believe you actually did that in Emerald Weapon.
Oh yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
the perfect angle that captured that too. That was a perfect angle.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Except for me, what's weird is that for me, it was when it comes to like who inspired and such. I think for me, it was just kind of like I watched a lot of other people play the game and stream and do like stuff on the content. I don't know if necessarily any streamer kind of influenced me. I think a lot of things do come from Nest. I think it was one of the few inspirations I have.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really like watching their streams; it was just watching their videos and not always having content and such. So I was just at one point I just wanted to jump on board and stream, and that's what happened. I just jump on stream, wanted to get people to do content because one of the big things I know is sometimes can get scary to do stuff in Duty Finder. So I always wanted to open the ability to let people know, hey, you can join if you're casual with the game, it's okay. Just jump on in. We'll hang out. Let's just have a good time. And that's all I really care for.
Yeah.
It takes a bit long to clear a dungeon. That's okay. If we go blasting through it, that's fine too. Whatever happens, it's just meant to be a good time overall. And that's what I always aspire because I know some people, their playing abilities are all different. So that's why I'm always saying, hey, don't be afraid to join this party. It's okay. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do this. That kind of
50
thing.
wipes later. Listen, I believe we can do this, but please.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Just see me just putting on the floor. I'm dead, sir. I'm not healing for you.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Get up. It's fine. I believe in you. You can still do it. Go. But yeah.
I mean, considering that's like what I'm doing right now with doing the casual uwu stuff that I started up basically with another friend, and just basically see how people feel about an ultimate fight, basically. And obviously, ultimate's not meant for everyone. Obviously, it's not meant for everyone. But it's good to like see that you just have fun while doing it. So, whether you're just near clear or near like a phase transition at least in a fight, you just have fun with it basically. Doesn't matter how bad it's going basically. So,
Yeah.
so it matters just having fun with it. So now we're talking about FF14 and stuff. Besides what we do on streams, what do you like doing the most in the game, Xyros, in FF14 besides raiding? Well, you also include raiding as well if you want to, but anything else besides that?
Rating.
Mostly raiding?
Yeah, I mean, fishing is a lot of fun too. Going through the story, obviously, that's always a highlight. A lot of the things that I just enjoy doing are the fights themselves, just because those have always been very entertaining for me. I know, like, bringing back a lot of my old experience with stuff, because I've spent a lot of time like teaching people fights and games, and even with League, it always, the thing that I liked the most about it was coordinating with people to make things happen. So for me, like, being a patient teacher's always been pretty easy. Even like the times that I do like extremes and savage teaching groups, it's always been very, very chill and fun. The only times when I stop doing it is just because I have other games that I like playing. Because I am someone that likes just playing whatever. It's part of what I love doing is just gaming. I'm a bit everywhere when it comes to that. I'm like a smorgasbord of gaming and just being very calm and relaxing most of the time.
Like almost like a jack of trades, basically, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and then I guess the other thing I like doing is like anything that I can find that's like challenging. So like the Kugane jump puzzle, that one thing
God.
they brought back for the Moonfire Fair event when they had doing that jump tower. Yeah, I liked doing that. I actually want to try to at some point attempt doing the Kugane jump tower. Since I did it in first person, that wasn't too bad. I want to try doing it blindfolded.
Oh no.
Oh, I remember that.
boy.
We talked about that. I want to see that.
I want to see that as well.
Yeah.
I still got to make it to the top.
The other thing I
Same.
enjoy is just because I'm a big avid Final Fantasy player. Just in general, I love Final Fantasy. It's just seeing all the like little in-game references and throwbacks to the old games.
Absolutely, those are always
throwbacks
blessing.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are like events that you can catch people doing because there's stuff on Twitter and all these other things that people always put on, like conventions and all these sort of like little musicals and things, and those are always fun to watch. Like I remember I saw someone do, it was a group that did the Nutcracker last year. It was pretty fun.
Ooh.
I think I might have saw that actually. Yeah.
And then there's people who are making like their own plays and stuff, like Rubber Ross or Ross O'Donovan or whatever you want to call him. He actually created his own reality TV show in Final Fantasy 14. You can actually watch that on YouTube now. It's pretty interesting.
You gotta check that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things like this podcast that people make.
Yes,
those are always fun to just partake in and see what people make out of the content and the game itself.
Oh yeah,
definitely love to see all that kind of stuff happen in F14.
Yeah.
Definitely go back to the performance stuff. When I see people do performance stuff in the game, like either like being obviously on Bard, obviously, or sometimes on stream we have like out like music playing in the background, like syncable lyrics of a song, basically, with your skills and stuff in game. Yeah. That is awesome to watch. You know, it's like see like, I saw is during Shenpai stream during like was it LunarCon, where a dancer was linking their movements to a certain song, and it was just freaking gorgeous to look at. And there's a lot of macros going in this too as well. Like people that do like macro based performances in game are very talented to do that.
Yeah.
And that just intrigues me fully. Like I want to try it as well. Want eventually, try it out eventually for like something at least, but I'm learning still. Like goddamn. Mimic.
As much as I would love to like learn how to do macros and such, let's all face it, I'm lazy.
my only thing I think I ever macroed ever personally was always my tank invulns, and always had a funny macro saying to go with it.
You know, my
that was
macro.
basically
mine was real. Mine's more of the hey, I can change class with this button. Have a macro attached to it,
right?
And shark.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Here, it's your turn now. Here, it's your turn, Shirk.
Shark roulette.
Yeah.
And after like I had to like update my stuff, I was like, I should get my macros back. I just stare at the screen going, I can't remember how to do this. I'm
Yeah.
lazy.
Dude, I haven't made my macros again since, but I still always remember my Super Bowl I won. Super
Yeah.
Smash! Wait, wrong game. That was literally obviously I bleeped out the cursing, but it was funny.
How
Yeah.
dare you bleep
I
out
know.
the
Let's
cursing?
go. Bleep!
This is a no bleep zone.
Oh. Did this is I thought there was a bleep zone.
It looks like the script was
Oh.
this established earlier.
The
Hold
the
up.
bleep zone's like all the way on the other side of the room. Go there. Gosh.
Okay, fine. I'll go walk
Okay.
the other way and I'll take my Waffle House reservation with me.
You better. You don't need a reservation for a freaking Waffle House.
We're gonna find
Delicious.
Xyros after. What do you mean?
Right?
I want Waffle House now.
Oops.
But it's like a good 40 minutes away from here.
But with that topic, I guess I'll go into what's for me definitely the rating.
Mhm.
Getting back into that has been really nice for me. Especially since now, I know like during Stormblood, that was where for me content was just like meh. All I literally
Understandable.
did is I logged on, did normal. I did like the story, and then like the new normal raids. Logged off, and never looked back. That was kind of like my period of like, nah. But again, I had my issues and such, and I think a long break from the game was actually needed.
Mhm.
Um, so because sometimes burnout does happen, and it can really affect. But when I jumped back into it all again, I was interested in raiding again. I was interested in all the content again. Probably because how Shadowbringers really advertised, and they did such a really good job that it's just said, "Holy crap!"
They did this
So I was,
time, yeah.
yeah. So like, definitely, I
Oh, for
jumped
sure.
in. Yeah, so I jumped into raiding again. Got really into lore. Some things I like to do. I actually started enjoying the fishing because of ocean fishing recently.
Ocean
Yo, fishing's
fishing.
always fun. I don't know what
Fishing's
you're
It is.
talking
fun,
about.
yes.
To be fair, I just found out about it. Leave me alone. I'll
How
go in my
Fishing.
corner
dare
now.
you?
I go in my corner now
Fish.
because I barely gather and I barely craft. So,
Well,
meow. To be fair, mostly I do most of the fighting. Once in a while, it's like crafting and gathering. Once in a while, like
Mm.
once it's like, but like the ocean fishing was like, oh yeah, I can finally level my fisher easily. Since there is almost a level 77, can I get it to
Nice.
80 before Endwalker? Who knows? It's the
Yo, I'm gonna try to
struggle.
be the first one to fish on the moon.
Oh
Let's
god.
There you go.
There you go, yeah.
Just gather 24 people just to fish on the moon. It's fine.
And I'm gonna throw the
I needed.
harpoon on the moon.
Well, the new minigame we already have, yes.
Right, just like but I actually did enjoy the other stuff. I do tend to enjoy it once in a while. Gold Saucer's nice. Triple racing can be fun.
It can be.
There's a lot of things that could be a lot of fun in the game. But it's just like right now, mostly a lot of the fights and such, and I think fishing has been basically been like my go-tos at the moment.
Mhm.
But I like to go back and catch up on other stuff. I've been catching up with Blue Magic stuff and that kind of thing. So
I mean, I
Well,
really for the rates. Well, I've been most of the rating most of the time if it's in. But I started crafting more often in Shadowbringers when I got into it, mostly due to Ishgard stuff, because that helped a lot, to be honest, not gonna lie.
the other thing nice about crafting, which is why I need to get into it, is because you can repair your own gear.
Yes.
I think I'll just pay the mender in the
Mender every
inn. Thank you
time.
very much.
Pays a
It's
20k gil.
Just like,
Look,
oh.
they're talking hard too, you know.
I know. They're working hard, yes.
My God, my lord.
I would say I think most fun I've had, outside like the story and the fights and everything,
Mm-hmm.
is the glam and
Oh,
just
God.
hanging out with people.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, definitely that one.
Glam is true end game.
Glam is drinking, yes.
Glam's been the end game, always has been,
I mean, always will be at this point, to be honest.
always. But yeah, I used to keep mine a very short, simple, like what I like. It's like just glam and just hanging out with people.
Or just be me and Xyros, we had curse glams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
y'all two and Vin have like the most cuss glams I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I remember on stream one time, and actually not on stream, off stream, I pop up Waba stream. I was chicken.
I just shake my head like, of course this would be the case. Just shaking my head. Just okay, bud. Okay.
You
This is
mean
what you're
chicken
gonna
your
do to
head?
me.
Well, total
Oh
chicken.
my god. That
I'm
was-
sorry.
Oh,
Not really,
that
but I'm
pun. No.
sorry.
I mean, I'll
Are
do
you?
the same to Xyros too once we have DC travel for sure. But for now, I'm
Right.
alt. I'm Primal.
You know,
For
that's so
now.
that Zhao's not gonna be ready, so he's gonna have a more cuss glam ready.
Oh god.
It's just gonna be just be who gets the most cursed glam of all time. Fine.
Speaking of glams, we're looking forward to for glamour wise Xyros and Endwalker. Like from what we saw so far from like the raid gear preview and artifact gear we saw from the job classes. Like, did any of them stand out to you at all, or look kind of meh?
Well, the Final Fantasy IV gear.
That
All that. It looked fantastic. I could play as. I don't know who when I'm the Reaper, but hey, ninjas can be Edge, and that's super cool. And you got Cecil repping the tanks. You got Rydia, I'm pretty sure. It was super cool to see all that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
sure because most of the other things that they make are going to be much more original in their own thing. It's going to be very, very cool to see what they make. So this whole expansion is going to be a lot of fun because most of it's going to be new content to stuff in Final Fantasy. It's not going to be a lot of the stuff that they've put in is like just reused in some way. Not all of it
Sometimes.
completely, obviously, but a decent chunk. So seeing it be different than that is gonna be super awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm
Okay.
hoping they have one thing though: able to change different colors on glamour, besides one color only. Please. And thank you. F14, please. They happen.
Just up to see. Kind of like a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
Also, we can't talk much about lore for Endwalker, but we've seen enough to like kind of have an idea what may happen, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So out of the teaser trailer we saw, Xyros, what stood out to you the most during the launch trailer of FF14 Endwalker?
I guess the way that the Charlene area looks, it's very interesting to me. It's probably going to be my favorite area to go to. How cool it looks, and obviously the whole going to the moon thing, and then the dungeons that they showed look fantastic.
That too.
And then also finishing the story, and not even finishing this story, and then getting another one after that.
Yeah, next story, whatever arc we get next, besides ending this arc.
Yeah.
The Charlian thing, we do see some of it in Ilushar, kinda, but not really though. It's been more prevalent, also in Endwalker, obviously, and how bright it is, how like more utopian, I guess, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen for sure during that as well.
Yeah.
No, definitely for sure. Like a lot of stuff that's interesting, but I'm looking. That's gonna be very interesting because we were just talking about it while running Google Library,
Mhm.
like how we're gonna potentially maybe have to go back to Google
Oh
Library.
yeah, go back to the dungeon
maybe,
stuff. Yeah,
maybe like as an instance, because think about it this way: the Charlayans are more likely going to refuse to give us information. So if we want to research something, maybe the chances are maybe we'll need to go back to the library. But who
So
knows?
You're-
Like
what you're
this-
telling me is Endwalker's telling us to go to a freaking library.
yes, to go
Again.
read.
Go
Go
read.
read. Gotta go read books. It's like, but I'll just
Yay.
Reading in my Final Fantasy.
Gratia, reading me.
More likely than you think.
right. More likely, you know. Ah.
That's a big question, GW.
So I was cracking the secret on how President War and like giant statues falling out of it. Oh god. Giant statue of water falling out of it. Oh gosh.
Maybe I could figure it out.
Watch me jump muzzle for that too as well, probably.
I hope so. And then it shows you where the water comes from.
Yes.
And then, it does that, and then the screen just like cuts to black, and it takes you back down to the bottom.
Everyone
Because
like,
it's like,
everyone
you're
like,
not allowed,
everyone like,
you're not allowed to see it at all.
like, that was it.
No.
That just keeps going up like that. Stop, it's fine.
I need to know.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Dream Elements did a thing.
Feeling said a bad thing. What the heck? Okay, Stream Elements, you being weird today.
Dream Elements,
goodness.
chill. GW is a good bean.
Yes, how dare you? Just
That's
because I typed in caps, how dare?
that's okay though.
It's fine. Head pats.
For playing a game in general, it's like, oh my god. Sorry about that, GW. I didn't think GMS would do that. I was like, kind of concerned actually.
It's Dream Elements.
That's
Dream
true.
It
Elements.
panics.
That's
Yeah,
true.
It's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. There we go.
Besides the
I
lore,
forgot what our question was. I'm
We're-
Hi.
talking about-
Reset.
we were talking about mostly about what stood out the most in the trailer of
Oh, yeah.
Endwalker. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I'm waiting for you guys to go first for that one. And we heard Cyrus answer already as well. So, Mimic or Waba.
I guess I can go. From the trailer themselves. I think to me, I'm definitely just looking forward to how the scene is actually gonna play out in when you have your Y'shtola walking down to the big council, and just like how it all built up to it, to that
Mhm.
moment. I'd like to see what like builds all up to that moment, and then she just walks away from it all.
That's true.
Um,
That'd be a good scene to see.
That is just like the way that scene was. It was just like it was powerful. It was saying, "We will fight. We won't be afraid to die for our cause." And
Did
you
like
just
Donald Duck from the Three Musketeers die?
No.
die. Oh
Yeah.
no! How dare you, Mimic?
How dare you? That's a good movie.
Fair enough.
Oh
You
no.
caught me. I now play dead.
Better.
I mean, the chat could technically kill me. They have the chat bar is right next to me, so they could.
They
use
do.
them.
They do. Hold on.
Oh god damn it! I gave her red news.
Oh
You
no.
should have reminded me.
Do
Do I still
no.
have it?
But for me though, from that trailer,
Got it.
it's definitely gonna be how we gotta see like everywhere in your areas that be on fire. Obviously, I'm like, how does shit just happen all of a sudden? Like, also you do have towers and shit. We have everything going on, and you see all the
Mhm.
final days happening. I'm like, is Fandango gotta do something to cause it, like a summoning kind of thing, or something's gonna happen with possession of their aether or something? Who knows? But seeing all of those like monsters pop out during like the Houndsword scene trailer, and seeing it standing like drop out off what was it? What dragon was the name? I forgot what dragon name was actually. F. I forgot what it was.
Its
Anyway.
name's F now.
His name is F.
If
But just seeing that, I'm like, I'm wondering if we might see while playing a game in Endwalker, we might see our job class teachers fighting as well, like out and about. You know what I mean? Because we don't,
Yeah.
we're not having level 90 job class quest, obviously. So
Be interesting.
That'd be cool. Well, I mean, I would love for my master to be out on the field, but he's kind of not here anymore.
well, to be fair, he's sucking balls right now, ma'am.
No, you don't understand. My samurai master's not around anymore.
He's
That's
gone.
I
he's
made
gone.
sure
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, I know.
He's,
He's
Oh
dead.
no.
Yeah.
he's not come back.
He's dead, man.
Yeah.
I
That.
got him
Yeah.
buried.
Yeah.
You have to,
It was like, oh yeah, Memento's here. Samurais, why?
Yeah.
you just have to study the blade by yourself.
No, it's just the Lalafell that just keep like, you got this. And it's like, thanks, buddy.
His lava cheers on in the background. Yeah, samurai, go. Cries inside.
Oh my god. Jesus.
I will only say this. I am looking forward to the final fight
War fighting.
between the Warrior of Light and Xenos. I'm just ready to see that. I'm just ready.
I'm ready to
That's
see what
fine,
happens.
okay?
And
I'm
we're-
as ready as Xenos is, okay?
I think
That's
we're
gonna be
about as
real-
ready as we can be. Yes.
I mean, it's gonna look really, really cool. And the whole idea, the fact is, he wants you to be stronger, and just the whole dynamic of that.
Yeah.
is
Xenos is
really
like a
neat.
great
Just like,
friend. He just wants you to better yourself so
he
he
just
can
wants
try
to
to kill you.
basically, he
Speaking
wants
of
the big duel
Xenos,
to happen.
He just wants the EXP, man.
how was your
Hmm.
first impression of Xenos, Xyros, when you saw him in Stormblood? First time.
I mean, I don't have a problem with him. I think he's fantastic. The dude's just evil. He's just freaking bonkers.
That's
Let him be
true.
bonkers.
That's
let
true.
him only have one determination. That's to snuff us out because he hasn't seen anything quite like us. Everything else he's pretty much just walked through it.
That's true.
Warrior of
Yeah.
Light though stopped him, and that's enough to make him go, "What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind him. I don't mind him. He's unhinged. He's crazy. It's fine." That'd be like if people saying that they need to just get rid of him. It'd be like if Batman just killed Joker. Why doesn't Batman just kill Joker? Why doesn't the Warrior of Light just ended Xenos once and for all?
True.
Even though we did cut his head off once, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Came back.
I mean, considering we never killed anyone in the game yet.
I'm
Gee.
sorry to say it, you've never killed anyone in the game because I'm pretty sure I've killed a few hundred people in the game.
Yikes.
Well,
Damn.
yikes. Well, Kanagi at Warley has never killed anyone in this game yet, so
Then you have me, the samurai. I killed my master.
everyone.
yeah, except for that one. Yeah, except for that one. Yes, that one's fine.
He's just
That was
fine.
fine. What the hell, man?
I love Koga said, you know what? That's perfectly fine. He's dead. It's like, wow.
It was an
Koga,
honorable.
how's-
It was an honorable duel. I remember doing that one as well. Yes.
Yeah, I remember doing that as well because I have every job to 80. Sad tears.
Sad.
Sad. He tried to be better.
But now he's going to Endwalker. Now we see him with this new everything. Do you think we're gonna possibly see like possible? Obviously, he's got to build a plot. We'll get him more, obviously. But during like the teaser trailer, I honestly there's one cutscene that kind of got my thinking head fully. Was Xenos talking to us while we're sitting on a goddamn throne?
Yes, I saw that. I think
Mhm.
first and second time I'm like, what's this?
Like, what? How do you
This
feel when you
is-
saw that, Xyros? Because I was going crazy when I saw that.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, I think everybody was going crazy over that.
It was, yeah. It was really, really cool. Like, I said, like, the whole... I got so excited throughout the whole trailer. It's just like, oh my god, let's go. I want this already.
I'm just gonna
give it
be
to
the
me.
weird one and say that when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what the fanfics say about this.
I'm not surprised. This should be just like, not surprised. It's your first set of thoughts.
Not surprised at all, to be honest.
It's just funny. It's just like, oh, yeah, that's Mimic for you. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just like that one fanfic.
Yo.
We still got to figure out what's going on with it. I wonder if they're gonna finally get together. Or, what was their names again? They were in Limsa. We met them at the very beginning of the game.
Oh
the
yeah,
L's in the
ship
higher.
two NPCs immediately. I love it.
Oh,
It's just like
gosh.
I'm wondering if they eventually finally got married and now they're like fighting together in Walker.
You
We'll find
better.
out.
Ship it, man.
My gosh.
But
Try to think right now.
oh, good.
Anyway, I can think for you.
What's up?
Oh no,
Thunking.
thunk.
All right, so
We all have plans for Endwalker at least? Obviously we do. In some cases, less than none. So,
Plans?
like, day
Uh,
one planning. What did you think I'd do day one at least?
Leveling Reaper.
Oh,
Where
God.
I go?
You're a mad lad, sir. I respect that, though.
I
Well-
can't believe Reaper's mentor is just Xenos with a mustache.
Imagine.
That's the disguise for the whole thing. So your whole quest line just like, I thought you to become now. You need to fight me as a Reef. That's like on the edge. Just like gonna fight us now, like a mock duel.
But I do like that you're gonna be doing Reaper level 70 right after that, Xyros. I applaud that
Yep.
fully. And maybe people are not gonna do. A lot of people are gonna try and not do that. I think. No, for me, I'm gonna do it after doing MSQ. Obviously.
That's what I'm rating on, so I want to test it out, see if I like it or not.
Honestly, same here with me. I'm currently Reaper Ninja sub, so. So Bird knows if I'm group or not. Bird knows at least.
I'm going to go Samurai.
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker for
Because I
you, Samurai
enjoyed-
for you. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just
Although-
gonna pretty much jump into MSQ because that's like the most important thing to me is going and enjoying the MSQ right away.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be sad for me is that I have to work. So when I get done with work, I'm going to try to do what I can. Regretfully go to bed and then stay up when I get back from work Saturday and just stay up most of the day on Saturday going to Sunday.
Jesus. I mean, thankfully for me, I just have to work that morning, and then I basically have pretty much the whole weekend afterwards.
Same.
Lucky.
But
I just don't want to get spoiled.
No, I feel you. Well, if
Yep.
I'm up and around, I'll
Yeah.
probably be up for a while.
I mean,
too,
provides
it's
for everyone's
fine.
Discord as well. Mute Spoiler Chat fully. Mute Twitter. Mute everything. Yeah.
That's what I pretty much do. Like, I pretty much will be avoiding Twitter, and I'm
I can't
basically
even look on YouTube for anything.
Nope. On YouTube, you don't use
Nope.
that. It's just on your own music in the background during grinding phases. That's about it. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
I just
It's
play
gonna be hard.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
On the side.
Just play for just on the side. It's fine.
Yeah, that game's really fun.
But yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I have. I'm gonna be taking Gunbreaker all the way through MSQ, and after that, I'm gonna try out Reaper afterwards.
See how you
'Cause
feel.
I feel like I really want to look into it because apparently there's some inspiration from 11. So
There
I'd
is.
like
Yes,
to
there
see.
is.
That's where I'm kind of like I did see some of the footage so far. It looks really, really cool. So I'm
Excuse me.
excited for it. So I'd like to see how much further they go with it.
Yeah, right.
That's because Dark Knight used to use scythes.
we have
Sorry.
2 Edge Boys now, unfortunately.
That's against the Reaper. That's fine though.
Yo, I got a good question for Xyros.
Go for it.
What?
What is your favorite boss fight?
Ooh, there we go.
You can go with a top 5, a top 3.
3. Yeah. That's what we did earlier in our broadcast or episode.
The best fights in 14. I would have to say Cruise Chaser is up there along with
Oh,
the
God.
Alexander fight. Another good fight would be the Seed of Sacrifice, Hades, and then if I had to pick one more, for me, I think that would have to be the Eden Titan fight.
Oh,
was a lot of
God.
fun.
With diaper
Oh,
baby,
God.
basically.
Just landslides. The landslides.
Big
All of a sudden
diaper
you see-
baby,
It hits like
basically.
a truck. Not an actual truck.
Yeah.
God, it was so funny when I went through that the first time. I'm like, wait, they're bringing Titan. What's happening?
Yeah. Every
Oh,
time
good
now I think
God.
about the whole thing about Underdwellers in that song. All I can imagine is a freaking Titan just slamming his fist into the ground, just watching people die left and right. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
To me, what's always funny, because I'll always remember the hard mode when it actually was hard mode. Because back then it was like, good luck. You definitely had the tank swap for that tank buster.
Yes.
It was not easy, and you had to tank it across to the edge. There was no such thing as blasting through like you can nowadays, because back then it was not easy. It was one of the fights that actually held people up from getting their relic.
Yeah. I heard about those stories
it-
back then.
God, it's just like, oof. when we got through it, it felt so good. But damn, and that's why, like, to me, when when they were going through that scene, I'm thinking about the first release of it. God have mercy on my soul.
But Cruise Chaser though, CC as your first one of more noble fights. Is because of the music or because of the mechanic wise of the fight, basically.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's music because forward and back.
Mm,
God, forward and back.
But
And
why
then
that fight
forward
Zara
and
was being
back.
like
and
top
then
there
forward.
fully?
Huh?
Like why that fight fully be on top there for like one of your like best favorite fights in the game?
It was just a lot of fun in my categories.
The categories. The categories.
It was a lot of fun. It brought in a bunch of mechanics people have never seen before that are still being used now, like limit cut and everything.
God, let me cut.
And I mean, people just love Cruise Chaser. With how long that damn song's been sticking around now, you still can't avoid it. People are still saying forward and back.
Considering
Be my nightmares.
Did not have a mount of it, yes.
Yeah.
I still need to get that mount. One
Honestly,
day.
I was kind of hoping for like when I did T and when you did T. I was kind of hoping for like during the CC part, like hear like a low fi version in the background being played during the limit cut happening.
Yeah.
I was hoping that happened, it didn't happen though. It did not happen. I was like sad.
Oh God, that I can only imagine.
You know,
Oh,
what still
dear.
makes me sad is not hearing the Fiend played on the freaking mount.
That
Oh.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, should have made it speed up.
Oh God.
Yes.
As you're flying, it just gets faster and faster.
Oh God. Lordy. Oh Lordy.
So I got two more questions.
What's up?
Oh.
All right, because talked about it last time.
Mhm.
Cyrus, what's that one dungeon that if you get in there, you're like, oh, I don't remember this place. How do I do this again?
Oh God, that question.
Any of the dungeons that came out from like the 50 roulettes, any of those, if you do the level 50 dungeon, 50, 60 dungeons, 60 I know, but like anything that was from A Realm Reborn, just any of those just straight level 50 dungeons, I honestly cannot remember them anymore. I'm just like, I don't know, just slap your hands around and eventually you'll finish it. Like that one with the snowballs and the Yeti.
Oh
Screw
God,
that.
so yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
That fight is hard to
Good old
remember.
snow cloak. Yep.
Yeah.
I only remember like bits of that one. I just don't know if they're serious hard. I can never remember.
Same.
The only reason I remember those dungeons is because I've had to grind them like crazy back then.
You know,
Relic
dungeon
grind.
I always remember the arm
What's that?
veil.
No.
Stop. You stop right now. Stop it.
That's
Stop.
where it come from. Yep.
No, you stop that. No arm veil.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. These are trees. It's fine. Yes.
No.
I mean, what you said? Possible Oran Vale Moon Vision. Probably yes.
No. Don't give them ideas, please.
You never know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Locke had to correct me. It's the veil.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh no.
Veil.
Oh no.
Jesus. It's just like all going. But yeah, no. People don't know. Long story short, I hate that dungeon because I grinded 50 times back for the relic for the Zodiac relics back then, and you had to wait for an item to drop in your inventory, and I must have ran that thing 50 times before I finally got the thing to drop.
Oh God.
Back
Yeah.
then. So it is that's why it's right now one of my most hated dungeons, is because I had to grind that dungeon way too much.
Got a dungeon for just relic stuff. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why y'all never ever. Yeah.
Man. Dungeons back then, Level 50. I honestly don't remember anything at all. Level 50 more about dungeons ain't, be honest. I'm like, brain go burr. What does dungeon do again? Like anything like
I remember Doorkeep having bees in it.
Ember
where,
TV,
like,
the bees.
Yeah, the bees. You didn't kill the bees. It actually it halts your progress.
Not the
Like,
bees.
Not the
Not the
bees.
bees.
Not the bees. Yep.
I'd be surprised if
That
I
was
was
a thing
can't
back
can't
then.
next expansion, to be honest. It'd be funny. Like,
Ah.
why does it be? Oh, that's why.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other question you had?
You know, I forgot what it was, but you know what? Let me just ask it anyway.
What's up?
I'm gonna make up one on the spot. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
The question that everyone likes to know:
Oh,
Mm.
top waifu and husbando.
In the game.
Yes. And why is it your Stola?
Chilla's the best.
Sorry, I had that last spot in.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either, to be honest.
Typical mimic.
I mean,
Still love you.
You still, I mean, yeah. I can't read that. You know, I actually stole for both. For both husband and waifu.
Oh my.
Ishtola and Ishtola.
Hmm.
I mean, what else do you really need?
Certainly.
Justinian? Yes.
Justinian, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Just said yes.
For me, it's a show Nigiri, unfortunately. Mostly Yuri.
I have a hard time picking out a waifu while I do a husbando, and I have a freaking list.
Your husband's easy to
Plus-
pick. For you, Tien.
Yo, Ian's hot, okay?
I know. He is.
I have too many people for first place. It's fine. All of them have
It's
a
fine.
bit of facial hair. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, I'm not surprised.
And you're right, Locke. I do have a harem.
Lordy.
But yeah. Going to the next topic right now. Honestly, we're all streamers, obviously.
Yeah.
So, it's been kind of talked a lot through myself and other people. What's your take on streamer courtesy when you stream most of the time? Like, how you think when you, like, say you join a game or something, or like a community event, what do you think should be, like, be expected when you, like, stream the game? How people should, like, be, like, acting, in a sense.
Oh, you mean like how people should behave?
Yeah.
Well, for streamer etiquette, it's always important to let people know, like, if you're streaming something, don't just assume that whatever you're doing is okay to stream. Not just because people act differently while they're streaming, it can make people uncomfortable to know that, hey, there are people watching me. And that's unfair, especially to your friends, to just drop that on them and just be like, haha, yeah, we're in the middle of a stream. Always let people know, like, I'm going to stream this,
Yeah.
or we're streaming this. And then if you're streaming when there are other people streaming, like if it's for a collab thing or something, it's important to always leave yourself on push to talk,
Mhm.
or at least some kind of push to talk mechanic. I know some people use like kick pedals, which I would really like to get because that would make it easier than pressing the shift key constantly.
Same.
Because that's very disrespectful. It does let people talk to their respective streams still, without interrupting what's going on in the game, because that's also another thing. You're in the middle of interacting with someone else, so it's kind of disrespectful to like look back at your chat and then just talk over the other person that you're playing the game with, or people, to
Mhm.
just talk to your chat. It's fine if it's like you're the only person streaming and they're all communicating with your stream chat. That's separate, but it's
Yeah.
also, yeah, it's still a little bit, to me, kind of disrespectful to only pay attention to your chat. No offense, chat, you guys are great, but at the same time, like, if you're hanging out with people, it's like looking at your phone all the time while you're hanging out with people. What's the point?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know while I'm still getting my stuff moved over, I'm gonna actually get myself a push talk thing because I'm having to do too many things. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tired of doing that because I'm
Yeah.
like, face palming myself and hitting my younger self. It's fine. Maybe.
Maybe.
Emoji.
Yeah, so I guess I can kind of jump on next. But I definitely agree with a lot what Xyros said. Absolutely, that should be a thing. What sucks for me right now, I technically do is I have a button that presses to mute. So instead of like on Discord at least, but the worst part for me is the fact that my avatar basically only lights up when I talk. So when I press mute on Discord,
Yeah, so it doesn't
it ends
like
up
show
with the
you.
fact so it ends up having to it ends up not lighting up. So when I'm talking, people are probably confused. Where's this voice coming from? You know, like why? Well, sorry, I still don't see a line up, but I hear while talking. Huh? Nani? Um, but I do think I agree that definitely that is something very consider. Definitely consider the fact that you should definitely make sure that the party that you're in is okay with you streaming. Especially the fact that you don't um yeah, because you don't want to necessarily be streaming and someone doesn't feel comfortable streaming. So what
Yeah.
I did when I was leader of tab, one of the first few things I did as a stack leader said, hey, um are you bring oh are you are you okay with me streaming our raids? That's basically because I stream the raids. I make sure everybody in my group, of course, already knew that before they joined me. And I go to each new person, are you okay with me streaming the raids? And then I found some people didn't feel comfortable with that. And that's why to me it was always important to ask the question, is it okay? Because you're gonna have people that come by and watch. And the whole 9 yards with that. So it is very important that you make sure that, hey, is everybody okay in the party that you stream it? Also, as Iris says, keeping people up to date, say, hey, I'm streaming right now. Here's what I plan to stream. This is what here is what I plan to stream, what time I plan to stream. That's what I'll tend to do because, like, hey, this is the time I usually pick because it's perfect for me. Because otherwise, if I go any later, any earlier I can't because of my work schedule. Later I can't because I want to get enough sleep. So but also again, it's just that etiquette is a key to, at least in my eyes, to have a very successful stream. It's just communication is a key. If everyone's communicating, everything will be okay, but the communication has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just kind of add on top, add on to the whole etiquette thing. One of the things that I also find like very well of common sense, but some people forget
Okay.
is just because like let's say me and Coco are streaming and we're playing a game like Portal. It's gonna be funny at first if I do something to get Coca killed, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be funny doing it 10 more times in a row and we're not progressing.
Yes, it is.
Man. Oh god. Oh god.
That was-
Oh.
I mean, in Portal, it's always one of those things like, how can I kill my friend this time?
Yeah.
Be creative
that.
with it.
Mhm.
'Cause I know in certain situations, people like kind of get lost and like trying to be too entertaining when it's like, I don't know.
I don't think the word is too entertaining. It's just like, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to nab something, and they're thinking that it's like, haha, oh, so I've seen other people do it. Let me just do the same thing. Ha, take this. And it's just like,
Yeah.
okay. Like I said, it's happened to me a couple of times, and usually I backfire back. But it's just like, hey, you're gonna keep trying to do the same thing. I'm only going to basically just backfire. Go, hey, that doesn't really work because it's happened to me numerous times. So it's just one of those things that people definitely need to keep in mind. Like once it's okay, because as long as you do it right, it's fine. But it's the moment when you're constantly doing it. And I've had it happen in numerous streams where I mean, I'll pretty much just talk about it. I'll be blunt with it.
Yeah.
Rescuing. I've been the target of it on my own streams.
Yay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I know Xyros has been the same way. We've been targeted by it, where
Me too.
basically I remember a few times that I've been targeted with it. The people with the intent did it only once, and that was it. Cool. But then I had people who were constantly doing it. Where I had one person that was just doing it trying to get laughs and thought it was funny. And then to me, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna backfire back. I mean, and you're not going to you're gonna keep doing it. Well, I'm gonna come back and just say, hey, just do I'll be blunt. You gotta do it better. I don't like saying that, but it's when you get so repetitive and it gets so annoying, it's like, well, you gotta do better than that. I've had people do it better. And that sounds rude, but it's just like you can't keep doing it
Do a
thinking it's gonna be
backflip when
funny.
you rescue me. Come on.
You gotta
Take me
do
out to
something
dinner and rescue me in
right.
traffic.
Right? So it's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
So it's just like come on now. So it's just like that's just where my mindset's on it. Like, come on, you gotta do better than that. And I shouldn't have to do that. Like that should be me. I shouldn't even need to say that to somebody. Like, okay, this gets annoying. This is not funny anymore. I'm getting
I mean,
annoyed.
at least build the trust up, like how when we
Yeah,
Emerald Weapon, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be clearing this. Nothing's gonna happen.
yeah.
Coca does a thing. That one time we finally got a mount drop. GW basically nothing personal, kid.
Just
Oh,
took
sweet.
it. Yeah, right. Just sweet. My, but
Build up
exactly.
that
Like,
trust. Come on,
it's
and then shatter it. Then
well,
keep
it's all,
rebuilding the trust. It's fine.
just gotta then you gotta rebuild it again just to break it again. It's like
Basically,
it's so hard. It's so long story short, it's hard to build the trust. It's so hard to build trust. So like the moment you do something, you can break it easy. Breaking trust is as easy as it just
Breaking Waba when you mentioned Arm Veil.
god damn it.
Mm,
Arm veil. Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Mochi. Just like that. You need to know when
When
to
you
stop.
stop. Yeah.
And that's the problem. Some people don't.
As that one song said, you will learn. I can't sing too low, else my mic can't keep it up, okay?
Or Dope's song. I just can't stop.
It's fair. It's fine.
Yo, I want to watch Sweeney Todd again.
Mm-hmm.
Good movie. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah.
And then sing along.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Coca,
What's up?
Yeah.
what's your streamer etiquette?
For me, honestly, when I do raid, I also ask, fine, can I stream this? Is they okay with it? And notably, I do have to keep an eye on sometimes foul language, things I won't say on stream, obviously, or in case someone might say it, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
And they're fine with that. They know how to stream because I had to kind of talk to them earlier beforehand. He's a friend of mine since 3 years ago. He lives in California. I met him IRL, and he always uses the word as like a slang, obviously, but not as like negative terms. Mostly towards like being friends with, being buddy with, mostly. But once I told him I stream a lot more, and sees I'm gotten very noticeable, he said, "Okay, make sure not do this when we're streaming, like when you're playing League with me, or doing some sub FFXIV, something like that, basically." And honestly, when you join someone's stream, yeah, I'll watch what he's saying sometimes, mostly because of yes, sometimes when playing a game, for example, it can get heated. Honestly, it's understandable. Competitive games are example for one of them. It can get heated, but no, it's all for fun. So you gotta watch what you say, because it can end badly, where all these people will just won't be there anymore. And you might be quote unquote fun police, obviously.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fun in this zone. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically
No
that's
fun
what happened,
allowed.
basically.
And that could be a big problem. And so yeah, you got to be careful with how and also what you say sometimes because people don't exactly know you yet, especially when new people come in.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to kind of like keep in mind that hey, have fun. You do what you need to do, but do know at the same time there's people coming in and like I don't even know who you are, and they could come in at a really bad time. Like you're having fun doing all this stuff, and next one will go, I don't feel comfortable here. Walk the other way. And maybe that wasn't your intention because you in your mind, you're having fun with friends, you're talking to your friends and close, But there might be people who look at that and go, like, I don't know what goes on here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. They won't want to speak up because they're scared that they're going to interfere with fun. And that's common. And that's a very, very common trait I found. A lot of people don't really like to speak up when they feel uncomfortable. And it's hard because I've been in that boat a few times myself. But I try my best on my end. I always try my best to say, please tell me if you feel uncomfortable because I want to make sure that you're here having a good time and you're comfy and relaxed. The last thing I want you to feel is you're not feeling comfortable in your situation because I know I don't want to be uncomfy. Like if I walk into a stream and I feel uncomfy, I'm probably gonna walk away from it. Like I don't want to be there if I feel very uncomfortable. I do it. I mean, I wish I could say, hey, do this, but sometimes it's just a case of just, sometimes you just really can't because you're not sure on how the person's going to react. So
Yep.
it's just stuff to be a little mindful of when you're doing things because sometimes it's awareness. Just having awareness is the nice thing to have. I know, like, sometimes I'll go quiet on stream because in my mind, there's things I want to talk about. But, like, I feel like if I start talking about them, it could trigger problems and that could make issues because I've done it before. And I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, I didn't feel comfortable with that." So I have to be very mindful with what I say because some things may not be on purpose, but it does happen. So I try to be very mindful sometimes, and especially if I know there's people who've never been around me before and such, they could feel immediately uncomfortable in the situation. So no, Axel. It's been multiple times and multiple instances, not just you. It's not the world does not revolve around you, buddy.
But the world revolves around me, doesn't it?
Well,
The whole world's a mimic.
wow, damn. Just like everyone just, I'm the nice guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna help you out. Grace. I'm the
Didn't you
nice
know
guy.
Earth isn't really a
Yeah.
huge mimic? You've all been living on a mimic the whole time.
Wait, so the moon's mimic then in this case?
Yeah.
Wait. There's mimics the Earth and the moon.
Yes.
What?
We're in a mimic universe. I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
Oh God. Oh well. Damn.
The sun's also a mimic. It's just on fire.
Oh my God.
It keeps failing the saving throw. I'm sorry.
Oh
Oh
god, no.
Jesus. Ah.
Oh god. Wait, that's his point right there as well. But yeah. Obviously
But
streaming's like
yeah.
obviously it's a good topic to talk about mostly, but obviously
Yeah, 'cause-
etiquette it's just good to have. I agree with what he said there as well about like knowing when to like stop, obviously. It's a good thing as well.
So Xyros.
No, what?
Yes?
Do you have anything you would like to talk about? Like any questions?
Anything on your mind from us? Or
Do weebles wobble but they don't fall down?
Asking the life questions. I like this already.
Yes?
Good answer.
Like you're safe. Moves on to the next.
I can still got a gun pointing back at my head right now, Hiro. Oh shit.
Oh my God. Good answer. Walks away. Cyrus is supposed to gun away, walks away from the scene.
Just
Well,
bang.
But I guess something that I like talking about sometimes. What are some types of things in 14 that you'd like to see improved or changed that you think would help make the game more player friendly and also maybe streamline or more helpful to people?
Oof. I know one
I
for
got
sure.
I got one.
Go for it.
Helping people understand the actual class thing, because now that we have a lot of people joining and some people like level skipping and such, they don't understand the class. To where you will have the unfortunate event of a tank not turning on tank stance for like the whole dungeon. Or the healer who doesn't I had this happen one time, who claims they don't have Asuna yet when they're level 5, like I think level 16.
Hmm?
And like, oh, I don't have Asuna yet. And me and my husband had to pull out his healer, and he goes, "Yeah, they have it."
Jesus.
Definitely see
And
that
just
for
kind of
sure.
help like teach and just like before you go into this dungeon, or if you little skip, hey, this is your first class, you might want to learn this real quick.
Definitely can see that for sure.
And of course, probably still have an option of like, I don't know, like something that reads like, hey, you've played this class while you're level 80 on different characters, so you don't have to go through that crap.
Yeah.
But like just something just to like, also be able to access something to like be a reminder. Like if let's say I stop playing for 3 months, I come back to the game, I don't know what my class does. I want to be able to have access to something to at least let me go back and relearn my class.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, like one of the few things I've always tried to always implement into when I talk about that kind of stuff is immediately try to always let people know if you're ever going to do something like that, do it with an alt character because to me, this is a personal, and I mean a personal opinion from my side. Is I always feel like when you're playing a game for the first time, do not level skip. That is the biggest mistake you can make, period. Guild Wars 2 had that. I did that in Guild Wars 2. It's the biggest mistake I've made. I basically played the game for a little bit like normal. I boosted the character to 80 and I had no idea how to play it. No idea what to do.
That was me
And
playing Soul.
it's just not a way to handle that. So always if you're ever playing for the first time and you've never played the game ever before, it's always recommended to play the character and go through. Now I know A Realm Reborn is sluggish. It is
Yes.
boring. I'm gonna say it as I love the game very much. A Realm Reborn is probably the most boring in the very beginning. And I
How
get
Yeah.
it.
dare you?
It's not easy. However, I will say they definitely made it a lot easier to get through than it was like years ago when they decided to say, "Oh, you got to do Sunken Temple." In the middle of it, it's like Sunken Temple was optional. Now you got to make me get the dungeon. So it was kind of like one of those things. It's a random quest that had you do something like for some weird reason, but they cut it down, um, like that. Cut it down a bit. So like the major thing is just to get through the slug, but it's going to help you play the game and teach you better because as you go and play more, you'll learn things, you'll learn to do better and stuff like that, and you'll learn a lot more.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. I had my best friend my best friend for 15 years when it was Heaven's Ward before that he unfortunately hasn't been playing recently, but when he was playing during Heaven's Ward, I was watching him play, and I was so surprised how quickly he was picking it up. He started from the beginning, playing it thoroughly, and I was watching him, and I said, "I only had to give minor tips, but he is doing so well." I was like, "Holy crap! He's picking it up," and that's like the beauty of it. It's just starting from the start and going all the way forward, and just learning it all from the beginning to obviously till you get to end game. But if you do end up, you have an 80 character already and you play that job, you know that job, then that's okay. This double skip on an alt character to get that leveled. I've
Mhm.
done it. I've done it on a light
Yeah.
character and I've done it on my primal character now. That was my Aether alt. I done it on that primal character, which I got all the way to 80. So that has been basically my way to try to encourage people. Please go and play the game normally at first. Don't level skip. Not only level skipping just doesn't help you at all, and you go through story stuff, you're not gonna understand anything because basically Final Fantasy 14 was built on the foundation of its story.
Mhm.
It was built all around it. When you go through it, there's even moments. When I was going back through some of it, like I was seeing moments of holy crap, that was foreshadowing this. That's important to pick those up because it will help you understand the story later. If you decide to go and pick up the game and skip, and we've seen a lot of streamers who are picking this up do it, and they get frustrated and leave the game. Well, to be honest, it's kind of their fault because they want to get to end game not understanding that the game itself is more about the story and going through it. Like
Mm-hmm.
always, I think at least for Final Fantasy, my understanding of it, and always has been, story has always come to mind first before anything else in the game. It's always been about the story, and that's what they pretty much put the most effort into. Not saying they won't put effort into anything else. Most effort just goes into that, the story.
Yeah. Which, speaking of story, one
Mhm.
thing that would make a great first play experience is actually watch the guy who basically wastes your time with Leviah Beatus and Titus
Oh
actually
no.
get arrested or executed or something. He
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh Lordy.
wasted so much time and resources.
Oh no, I
Oh.
didn't see that, to be honest.
Oh, that'd be like. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but damn.
I can't remember the guy's name, but all I remember is Leviah Beatus and
Yeah,
Titus.
Oh no.
Yes, and we had to beat a rock up, and then he tried to cheat while destroying rocks.
Yeah,
So-
I beat Titus. It's like, dude,
Yeah, you mean.
most people probably could, but that's not the point.
Again, making references, and if they added that, and let's say they added that in Walker,
Mhm.
and you story skipped, you wouldn't know about it because you decided to skip.
Skip story, yep.
But the one
Yep.
thing they would definitely not miss the side quest for the guy who really likes sheep.
Oh God,
Oh
no,
god, yep.
not that one.
You see a lot of bang in the background, basically. You're like, why is there so much sheep here?
That little, oh God.
For me, for helping the game get better for like people that sort of game out new, revamp the Hall Novice integration with starting a new character. Please. Like, you know how some MMOs they have a tutorial build up story kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if F14 implemented that with Hall Novice?
Okay.
Like, say the Hall Novice basically gets like level like 10 once you complete it, basically. You won't be able to talk to anyone. Obviously, you won't be able to talk to anyone, obviously, when you're in there. Makes sense. But you must be stuck towards mostly in your area, like Nukudiania, Limsa, or Ul'dah mostly. And I want to see like basically revamp saying this is how you play this class, this is what melees do, what tanks do, what healers do. Not fully expanded fully for job class mostly, but give you an idea what they do basically. Like what sample example. For me, I teach people to play melee DPS. They didn't know what flank was. Or rear. I'm like, what? They asked me, what's a rear flank? This is the flank of the boss, this is the rear. You see potency on this job skill, you do more damage. They didn't know about it all till they asked me while I was raiding one day.
Right. Yeah, and I think I agree with that. I guess yeah. I think you guys pretty much brought the good points. I don't think I have anything to really add to that because like it really is. It's just trying to make it more like aware. If you're gonna want to really, really like, if you're really gonna want people to join, yeah, if you want people to really, they use the story skip to do it for the first time, they at least go back and understand how the class is played and such. So that's one way, like maybe adding that extra detail to that would be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the few things they maybe could do. I don't know. It's kind of hard because, like I said, I don't really mess with much else in the game other than like the other than really, like I said, I wish I could say more about crafting and gathering, but I can't because my interest on it is not really there. Um, I think it's just because of the fact that I'm needing to like. I think I like this. The system looks great, and that's like really cool, especially because my dad loves crafting in 14. My dad plays the game, and he loves crafting and gathering. It's like his go-to, so to speak. He doesn't really do much of the combat. He just gathers and crafts, which I think is really cool. He's really into that. But it's not really my style, my cup of tea. So I really can't comment much else on the game. Other than yeah, like I said, I think Coca and Mimic had some good points. But I definitely think for now, the best advice we should be giving new players is don't story skip and don't buy a level boost first thing. And this is coming from somebody who played again I took a Guild Wars 2 character, leveled up to 80, and I basically had no idea. I tried to like figure things out and stuff, but I just was not having the best time because I decided to level boost instead of actually experiencing the game.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's the only
Yeah,
reason I
see
can say that because I said I just have the experience of dealing with that. So
You love listening to his frown upon sometimes. So yeah.
So I
Oh,
have
for
an interesting
sure.
question
What's up?
Where?
for everyone here.
Okay.
What's your most memorable dungeon in the game?
memorable.
Dungeon.
Like you saw this and you're just like, whoa, I really love the design. I love the aesthetics. I love the boss fights here. Any of
Mhm.
that stuff. Or really cool music.
Hmm.
Hold on.
I know my answer, but I'll wait for Xyros to go first for this one.
What, the twinning?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Easy.
I mean,
Dungeon's real good.
it is.
Good dungeon.
Music-
Good dungeon.
It's just music every time. That's the one thing that definitely sticks out.
And you're fighting baby Alexander.
Yeah, that's it.
The
little baby, the tycoon.
I'm trying to think of. Because I have too many favorite dungeons.
For me, it's
Mhm.
Doma Castle.
Oh, Dama Castle's a good one.
Just from
I would-
seeing all of it, like outside of it. All this music is good, obviously, but seeing like it interactive background, basically seeing everything like crash down from Guardians, obviously invading Doma, obviously.
Yeah.
And us fighting the guy again to kill him, basically. I'm like, and more. I'm like, more what? What?
You know what?
Oh no.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
God, damn.
More booty.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think.
I'll say like this. I have two favorites because they kind of tie.
Mhm.
The Alamican Castle.
Amigo?
Yeah. The castle when you fight Xenos before you had to fight Shinryu.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite
Mhm.
for various reasons. And my second one, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one in Ilmeg.
Domeg, I think.
Dome,
Yeah.
Dome
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Don Meg, I
The
think?
Dome.
Um,
That one's my favorite because it's so pretty.
yeah.
Exactly, yes. Ruby
I
C for
think
there.
I think for me, one of my favorite, I think will have to be.
Hmm?
No, I think the most recent dungeon was really, really nice and well done. Everything in the background and such, and then like the final boss. You're like, fight for me. My statement was, oh, we're gonna hear answers play. Nah, we just get the normal Shadowbringers theme, which is still banging, mind you, but it's still funny. Just like you build to see this Bahamut, and you're thinking for the moment.
I was
are they gonna
hoping
play-
he'll play Answers, to be honest. Not
There's
gonna
like
lie.
some kind of remix of answers. Yeah, I think that was really, really nicely done. Like walking in, and
Yeah.
you're like about to go down to, you're about to go towards this tower to, like figure out what's going on with like can you shadow the primals and stuff like that. I think with that, that's definitely up there. And I think I'm with Xyros on this one. The twinning is still too damn good.
It
The
really
music
is.
every time is what gets me. I listen to remixes of that song, all different types, almost every day. Because like I just can't get enough of it. I'm like, I've listened to
really too
8-bit
good.
version, a synthwave version.
I had to
'cause I
final
really
for
like
it.
yeah, dude, it's so good. Like that song is what really it just like every time I think of 14, now that song's the first thing I think of. And then just remembering, oh yeah, it comes from Escape when you hear chicken tenders.
Oh god, I'll let
ready to fry.
Savage remind me.
Now I want chicken tenders.
Mego's fun fight, but yes,
Delicious.
I don't like him at all, still to this day. My god.
But
You know
Let's see.
I do have another question.
What's up, Mimic?
Very important. For all of us here,
Yeah.
it's going to involve streaming.
Yeah.
okay.
What is one advice you could give to anybody who is an aspiring streamer or wants to stream or is streaming and is unsure of what to do?
Okay.
You can only pick one thing of advice to give. What would it be?
My friend, eat dab. I'll give. I'll wait until everybody else does something first.
Okay.
For me, my answer is if you want to stream something, just have fun with it. Like, you're not gonna be forced to do this on like a daily job based kind of thing. Like, don't think of it as a job. Really don't. Try not to think about it at all. At all. Just have fun what you do. Play something you find fun to make other people feel fun as well from it. Like, for example, for me, I brought people to play the Yakuza series more. So, like, seeing people like playing actually gain the game for me playing it, or just people seem to have fun with it, or cry from it. Mostly cry though. it's just where you basically have fun with it. Basically, just to have fun when you do on stream, have fun with like, every game you play with friends or by yourself. Just go with the flow. Basically, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll say probably I'll go next if that's okay, Waba.
Yeah, go for it.
I think my advice is it's going to probably sound weird, but it's also very important.
Mhm.
Be careful not to get so absorbed in trying to get famous because you're just going to hurt people along the way, which also falls in line with also be wary of people who will possibly try to ruin, your fun and, everything else with
Yep.
streaming.
Mhm.
Just be careful with it. Always keep in mind that, some people will be generally trying to be friends with you for the sake of, actually being friends with you, not trying to use you as you would not want to use them. But just don't get caught up in the fame of things. Don't dream big, but never keep acting like you're the big thing when there's always gonna be someone who's bigger than you. I mean,
Yep.
look at me. Some people would think I'm big, but my husband's like taller than me. You
Mhm,
tall people keep getting tall.
Sorry, Mimic.
Get out of it. It's like, oh, well,
I'm just a small mimic, okay?
I pet the small mimic.
Has small Mimic.
It's okay.
You better get me ice cream.
Okay.
Sure.
Hmm?
I guess I guess I'll go next. So one of the biggest things I could say is don't be scared. Don't be afraid. It is okay to try something. If you want to give it a shot, just do it. At the end of the day, you're 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 only going to hurt yourself if you don't try. That is basically a big like thing I could tell people. I didn't do I went to try something, and that's what I did a lot with my channel, to be real with you. I did a lot of trying. So I did is I tried something, it does work or it doesn't work, and that's okay. I guess the big message is don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to make them on the way. The mistakes, as long as you learn from them, you will, as long as you learn from your mistakes, you can grow as a person. That's the only way you grow is by trying. That's pretty much what I have.
Okay.
And that was all really good advice, guys. I think the only thing I could really add to that, I mean, I guess I could summarize it. Just enjoy it as a hobby. Don't treat it like anything else other than that. Even for me, like I don't even consider myself that big. I know there would be people who do, but I still feel like I'm very tiny. And still, even knowing that, it's like when that list came out of like the top 10,000 content creators and how much they've made over like the
Yeah.
past 3 years, Yeah, my name was on that list, but it was like I'm all the way at the very bottom. And I'm gonna tell you, like I was out of 10,000 people, the difference between being at the top of that list and then being where I was is massive. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
even then, it's like I would not be able to fathom being able to make this into a full time thing. It was impossible, and even more so now. So really, the best thing you can do for streaming, just enjoy it. You can ask questions to people in terms of things that you might want to improve when it comes to audio, when it comes to things that you're talking about. Important things to remember. I know it's going to have, especially when you first start streaming, there's going to be moments where you're basically talking to yourself. I know it sucks, but really, that's what you have to expect. It's going to happen. You're basically talking over a game and then putting in your own input into what's going on. It's like let's playing. If you like let's playing, you're probably gonna like
Yeah.
streaming a lot because that's basically what it is. Except now you might have people come in and ask you questions or talk to you for a bit, but it's mostly depending on what kind of stream you also want to have. If you want to be someone that wants to have an entertaining stream where people can make jokes about it and stuff, and you're making like ongoing jokes that people will call back to for forever, you need to be one of those personalities who isn't afraid to inject their own type of humor into something. uh, Chat might make something up, but you also need to be that person who makes something silly, like um, I'm trying to think of examples. Vine Sauce, all the people from Vine Sauce, or at least a few of them, have their own like
Mm-hmm.
ongoing jokes, and that's things that either the chat picked up or things that the streamer did, and then they just stuck with it. Like spin. That's something that I totally took from Vinny, and I still love saying it because it's funny. But on top of that, it really is something like don't be afraid to just try it. If you might enjoy it, you might not. I mean, it's just playing games and having people watch you, or it's like think of it as like recording yourself playing stuff, and then it'll just be stuck there. It's like a timestamp of yourself on the internet, and people can come back and check it out.
Yeah.
There it is. It
Yep.
exists.
Mm-hmm.
And even for me, I'm probably like the biggest person here, and even I'm still tiny. So it just goes to show you that it does take a very long time before you start getting like that big recognition. And it could take anything. It could be either from the people that you know, or it could just happen randomly. Like boom, a spark happens, and all of a sudden you're the next hot thing. It just randomly happens, but it's something that you can't really go star chasing for. And also, don't star chase. Like Mimic was saying, don't forget about the people that you hang out with. Don't just associate with people based on their follow count or anything like that. That's not nice. It's not
Mhm.
friendly. Be
Yeah,
good to your friends.
Yeah.
Eat sandwiches together.
exactly.
Yep.
What
That's
about tacos?
tacos sound good too.
Taco's good.
Mm,
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah, and but yeah, that's the same thing. You can do it's either way, but I still think my stance on it is definitely still push yourself, because at the end of the day, you can learn. You can also do something and then find out why you were afraid of something too. So it can work in the same way. Don't be afraid. Try it. Then when you try it, if you see a fear and all that, then you can figure everything out from there. So there's multiple ways that could be handled too. I mean, everyone's gonna have, and this is something in quotes, everyone's gonna have a way they're gonna handle streaming and
Mhm.
how they're going to approach it differently. Not everyone's gonna have the same mentality when it comes to it. So always keep in mind, different streamers will always, of course, give you different advice based on what's worked for them, and that's gonna necessarily not work for everyone.
Yes.
Choo choo.
Mm. As it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Now
at
something
the end-
lighthearted. This is very important. Are
Mm.
y'all
What's up?
ready?
Yes.
Favorite genre of music, go.
Soundtrack. That's
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack is
Yes.
one way to answer. Oh no.
Bah.
Favorite genre of music? Easy K-pop.
I like symphonic metal. It's so calming.
Hmm.
Mm. Swing.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We do have a
But-
couple of minutes on the show left right now. What's my answer for that one, Maba?
Oh damn, you're gonna get away with that. Well, because it's funny. Because to me, it's funny because I technically do say soundtracks as a genre, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I'll be real, most of the music I listen to is nothing but gaming music and basically movie music. Like that's it. I only listen to soundtracks. I don't listen to anything specific. So
Understandable.
I listen to mostly nothing but soundtracks. So like you'll probably, if you ever check out my Spotify, 90% of my list is stuff from movies and games, nothing else.
Honestly, probably the same.
So that's why to me, it's like, to me, if I'm gonna say anything, it's gonna be soundtrack, because literally I listen to too many different things. I don't care, GW. I'm calling the genre. You like it or not? It's in my mind. I stick with it. I'm a stubborn bastard.
It lives in his
It's
head rent free.
fine.
Yeah, right.
But since we got a few minutes of the show, now
Mhm.
moving on to the floor is open for the chat to answer some questions as well, or ask some stuff from them to us.
Ask us anything.
Ask anything, nothing
Ask-
that's too lewd, please.
What color are my boxers right now?
Oh god.
Trick question. You're not wearing any.
Well, no, I am. Help. Where'd they go?
Wow, that went there. It's like, okay.
No.
I'm sorry, Xyros. Your boxes were actually a mimic, and they kind of ran off.
Well, there goes that answer, everyone. Oh no. But yeah, chat, ask us anything you want right now, again. For the next couple minutes or so. I want to know, why did you choose to look at your avatar at 14? Ooh, that's a good one. For everyone. Okay.
Ooh.
That's
Okay,
a good
honestly,
question, actually.
I will go first. I'm a Fantasia addict for one.
Well, there.
So right now I'm staying on Vio because green hairstyle, so I like the bun ears. I also like the Vieira butt.
Bubba.
Yes.
But
And that's it. That's it. I just like how my Vieira looks right now. Until Fantasia goes on sale.
Oh no, it probably will during the end of this. Of the
God.
for expansion.
You next, Coca?
For me, I want to have a very rugged look in game. At first, it was something I highly, and I was like, you know what, they don't look that good to me. And honestly, everyone thinks Ara is supposed to be edgy, Dragon Boys. Me, I don't want to make him edgy. Sorry for anyone else who thinks Ara's in games. I wanted him to be more like him being almost rugged, but also having a classy look kind of style. So most of my outfits in game are very slick or clean, or very like I'm basically ready to be Battleborn ready, basically kind of thing, or casual wear right now. All I was in game seem just wearing not this outfit and just high tops. So I'm like, I want to make him basically like just as close to me IRL if possible, or when not in game at least, if possible. But I will never finish anything else unless it's a vote by chat.
I guess to be what it was just one day I was looking like to get back into the game. I went through a bunch of races beforehand. I was a male rogue first. I was a male rogue paladin.
You're a male.
I went through L's and male. I played most of the male races as such. And at one point, I remember in Heaven's Word playing a female Lala, and getting into and playing that. And then it was right after, like, I think right as we got to basically into Shadowbringers, I decided to make a female Aral because I liked the way the female Aral looked. So I went with it. And I ended up just saying I like but what's weird is, like, for me, aesthetic wise, for some reason, blue hair, red eyes. I don't know what it was. Literally just chose the two. It looked really cute to me. Went with it. And then for the armor, I always was like, I just wanted something very simple. I didn't need anything complex, which is why I literally just went with the survival shirt and basically all the veteran reward gear because it all fit perfectly. And then my gunblade, nothing. It was like not. It was just like I really enjoyed the look, and I just went with it afterwards, and haven't changed since.
It's looking clean. Nothing too complex. I like the answer actually. Yeah. I'll use arrows.
Well, to start, all the characters I make normally have green eyes, just because I have green eyes. And I love green eyes. I think they look fantastic. So I try to keep a little bit of myself in the characters. Other than that, it's kind of impossible since that would just mean being a hero. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here are
I have no problem with people who play here, but for me, that's just I want to play something else because Guild Wars I played a human. Almost every other RPG I've played, it's always had to been human, human, human. So I was like, let's try
Same.
something different. And this was I know that the aura existed, so I started as Mikode, and I was like, if I like the game, I'll swap to a different class. And I was like looking at the classes, none of the other ones really appealed to me. Lalafell, okay, it was just little human. Rogadin, buff human. Elizin, long neck human. Here, human. And Mikode, cat person. So I was like, okay, some difference. We got some adorable little ears and stuff. So let's roll with that. And I tried Aura, and I stuck with that for a little bit. Actually, my colors were more blue, black, and gold. But then I swapped back to doing just black and red. It's because I like the way it looks, and I love this PvP here. So yeah.
PvP here. Get to know that one, yes. Do I haven't gotten sell this game still? Man. Next one someone ask, some Jer Bear. Favorite pizza toppings? Oh no.
Classic cheese.
I swear someone's gonna say that. It's gonna be you.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, trees, or if once in a while I'm really in the mood for them, I'll do like peppers and onions.
Ooh. Peppers, onions. Me, I'm a carnivore bitch. Basically, pepperoni, sausage, meatball, everything meat on it, basically. Even bacon. I'll eat it.
Bacon.
I'll just eat it.
So what you're saying, Coca,
Yes.
is you really love meat in your mouth?
Yeah.
No. I'm dead.
What did you expect from me?
No.
Do you expect anything different?
No. You don't see her now, but I have my them pushing my face right now.
Can't do that.
Oh no. I've been bonked for that one. Thank you, Jer.
How about Zai?
For me, I actually have I have 2 or 3 different types of pizzas that I really like. First one, Hawaiian. I absolutely love Hawaiian pizza. It's fine. It's delicious. It's tasty.
Pineapple.
Second
yes.
one, I like just like Kokahi, I like super meaty pizzas. So I like things that are just like pepperoni, sausage, or even what's considered like a supreme. So that's pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions. Throw away the black olives; they're disgusting. Mushrooms.
Yeah.
And then if you like spicy pizzas, I like pepperoni with hot giardiniera, and you put some hot sauce on it. And then you also get those little flakes that they like putting on some pizzas, little crushed red peppers. You put those on your pizza too. And along with that, you just get some spicy Italian sausage, and you put that on your pizza, and it's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
Make it super spicy, so that way when you touch the pizza, your mouth explodes.
Jesus. Oh man.
Delicious.
It looks like the next question we have is what class do you main the most and why?
Oh boy.
Um,
Can all maybe
I'm-
answer this one or no?
I'm gonna go. I'll answer first real fast. I basically main Gunbreaker. Why? I think it's really flashy and it's a lot of fun. I actually really have fun with everything. So yes, Gunbreaker main because it's very flashy and it's fun.
I like Samurai because the way of the blade, and I
You basically
kind of
you
I kind of went through it from Heavenswood onward, and I cannot get my hands off it because I love it that much. Okay.
So basically, you reject horny and learn the blade.
Oh my god.
Never reject the horny.
Never mind.
Oh god.
I shall never reject it.
For me, it was Ninja. I love ninjas ever since watching, anime, Naruto, duh. And from Ninja aesthetic in the game, I just love how it does, it plays basically from being sometimes dumb because of Bunny, sometimes I mess up as well for bunnies as well. Don't get me wrong. I may be Ultimate Raider as well, but I always mess up sometimes during fights for bunnies. So, understandable. But essentially, I just love how they're designing out the armor and stuff. Most notably this expansion though. For next expansion's armor, it looks very nice. I'm like, yes, more mesh armor. Give me. How about you, Xyros?
Sure. So when I started, I was actually playing tanks mostly, but then because of raid group experience, I swapped to playing ninja, and I've stuck with it ever since the beginning of Heaven's Word. I might deviate a little bit and play some other melees, but I typically stick to just melees. That's just because I've always liked rogues and that type of thing. Well, when I was looking at the melees to play, it was mostly just which one looks the coolest and has the most flashy attacks. Oh, ninja, 100%. Ninja
100%
one.
Ninja.
Okay.
Just flashy. Beats
Yeah.
anything.
Flashy.
Especially next expansion. Now we have some more cool stuff.
Yep.
Up to you. We can answer another question. The next one, I don't know if you really want to answer or not, is if you could wear any food as a hat, what would it be and why?
A food hat?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, kind of weird for this one. A banana split.
Bacon.
Bacon Rosaris.
I
I want to eat my hat.
don't blame you.
Well, me too.
I think everyone's good. You're wearing a hat, and it's like, no, this is just too appetizing. I'm just gonna eat it now.
Exactly.
Shoot. What would I wear food for hat was? God, that's a shit. I'm just gonna go basic and say an ice cream cone. It's already a hat, technically.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, you pretty much got a hat already made at, just simply just put on your head. It's fine. Just a waffle cone. There we go.
Easy.
Waffle cone. Yeah.
Someone just pours whipped cream on it, basically, after.
Mimic. How about you?
One more time. What was the question?
If you wear a food hat, what would it be?
Oh, what's that? What's my food hat? Food hat.
Yeah, if you wear any food as a hat, what would it be?
Sushi.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I'm wondering, can I ask why? First one?
Whoa.
I just like sushi, okay?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just say taco hat. I don't know.
Yeah, Cuphead.
Yes, Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead,
Which
yeah.
one day we were supposed to play that, but
Yeah.
Blame
Don't worry,
Steam.
Steam's remote play still, but
Blame Steam most
Yeah.
for that one.
It's
biggest-
free.
but
Yeah, one
That's not as
day.
big as a bun, but
But I think that's basically. I think we're gonna have time for because we're almost
Yeah, I think
almost
we're
about that
about
rest of
almost
time.
downtown, yeah. For time.
oh yeah.
It's about time, yes. But yeah, I thank you, Xyros, fully for joining us, by the way, for this one. By the
thank
way.
you for inviting me.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. So let's go ahead and find out where everybody can be found.
Where can you find you, boyo? That's
Nowhere.
Xyros. Oh.
He is
It's
nowhere and
just
everywhere.
hell. You can find me at this location here. So can I put links in the chat?
Yes.
Well,
That's fine. Yep.
you can find me here. This lovely spot. No, you already linked it. Yeah, twitch.tv/Xyros. Or you can check out my Twitter page at twitter.com/Xyros9, located here.
Yee.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
And yeah, and if you like 14, I have a thing going on right now where I'm asking people to give me their stories of moments that they really enjoyed the game, and also just their journeys through playing the game, like things that they remember while they played. So please, and add your own story. I would love to hear back. Or don't.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
If you don't, the rabbits will cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you want to know what happens to the rabbits cry? The AI took over the set. They'll just destroy it.
Well, it's better
Yeah.
now that I'm on my chair now. Just waiting.
man. You're right.
Where do you find you, Waba?
Alrighty, so you guys can find me here on Twitch as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing. I'm just gonna hit boom. You can find me at twitch.tv/Wabaline. Currently, right now, apparently I have a struggle going on where apparently I cannot stay at 700. Someone unfollows, then I get a follow, then I get an unfollow, and then I get a follow. So for some odd reason, I cannot seem to stay at 700 when I know I hit the 700 mark recently. So it's just like, a unfollow, then a refollow, then an unfollow, then a refollow, and I go, I
It's
just got
CC
done
all
doing
over
a
again,
thing.
basically.
It just doesn't stop. The 699 wants to hump me forever. I don't know what it is, but all seriousness, that's where you can find me. You can find me over there at twitch.tv/Wabaline, which I almost said fight me.
I heard fight.
Yeah, I was just saying, I almost said fight.
Throw down.
We're gonna, and also you can find me also over here on Twitter. I tend to do shout outs to artists every Thursday. Usually time, it really depends when I get to it. It's usually around my lunchtime at work or usually when I get home from work. I usually try to get people out there shouted out because I know artists really need that love. So I usually do the best I can to get as many people out there, so that people, if they wanted their artwork to be shown, things like that, I tend to do that. I also tend, usually I post when I go live there as well. Once in a while, you'll also see me post some positive messages because I know that like most timelines usually don't end up being, they usually end up being very negative. So basically, it does help if I try to spread positivity in words and always supportive messages, which I know Xyros does himself as well, which is a little inspiration from to do little things like that. So,
Oh no, they won't put you in chat.
Oh no,
They won't put you in
everyone
chat
wants
now,
to fight
Waba.
me. Oh fine, everyone wants to fight me in chat now. No, all right, everybody, beat me at the wolves den. Let's go.
Oh no.
But nope, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, you can find you, Mimic.
Let's see. Well, firstly, I can find me in my house.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, that makes the most sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And so anyway, as like the others, you can find me on Twitch, which I am still trying to get my schedule sorted out because of new job and exhaustion.
Understandable.
Which kind of a short, quick announcement for that. I am still doing Detective December. Just got to figure out. I think I gotta talk with Defronia to see about if we're going to do the
thing,
that one game.
Nancy Drew fights evil.
Yes.
I wish. Yeah, I'm still like, I can't believe the Hounds of Baskerville. Sherlock Holmes learned how to rewind time and everything. It was amazing. But anyway, gonna be doing that on Thursdays because Thursdays are my official off day. So Thursday morning's definitely gonna be doing that mystery thing. You can also find me on their Twitter, which took me forever to make.
God, it took her so long.
It took so long,
Jesus.
yes. Oh my god.
I know, right? Well, sometimes I'll post little updates. Sometimes I may forget where I am. It's all fine. I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to Twitter. Okay, don't make fun of me.
Boomer.
But yeah, I usually try to just post some things to try to be wholesome on there. I try, but I'm just wholesome most of the time, along with just a little bit not say so. But it's fine. I'm mostly wholesome there.
Right.
Squint.
And I guess technically you can find me also on the Tubes of You.
Oh, I know that place.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can see some clips and highlights that my editor and really good friend and mod, GW, and of course my husband Vin actually will take some stuff and make some stuff out of it.
Most notably, me killing Mimic on the spot.
Yes,
Yes, that was on there.
still on there.
Yep, it is.
Still a great moment.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's all y'all can find me.
Just
I'm
gotta
bad at this. Hi, how's everyone tonight?
I just write the indication to figure out what the coordinates are, and we're okay.
I thank you for adding me.
How about you, Koka?
You guys can find me on Twitter as well, by the way, and this link right here, or command right here, twitter.com/Kokahi, where mostly I'm posting I'm going on in my life, mostly. Most notably, I have a freaking damn dog on my face during Thanksgiving, mostly.
Oh,
Aw.
She's a nice puppy, but kept me awake for 2 hours straight last night. Or when I post about Fat Cat. Mostly Fat Cat, though. Or I'm gonna go live, mostly. And also, I'm all on Discord, whatever, 24/7. If possible, you want to talk to me through there, either through the Discord down there, or in No Snowby as well. Inside Xyros Discord as well. Just talk to me whenever. Do that as well. So, and soon, I will announce this ahead of time. I'll be uploading these episodes of the podcast to YouTube as well. So, I'll make sure that link goes up pretty soon, by the way. In case anyone wants to, like, revisit the podcast that we had past then, and such. So, yeah. But yeah, that's you find me mostly. But on that note, I think that's end for show tonight, guys. Thank you for coming, by the way. Appreciate Foley Xyros for coming as well. First one.
yeah.
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys.
On that note, who should we
Yeah.
go send this off to tonight?
That's a very good question.
Always a good question.
Just a bit of a guess. Let Xyros choose this time.
Yeah.
Yay. Go to Cinder.
All right.
Cinder?
Yeah,
Oh, the
Cinder.
boy, what's the boy playing right now? Let's see what he
Resident Evil
Resident Evil
5.
5.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
alright.
boy, he's playing some Resident Evil 5. Trying to see what he's got up to. Like, quick hold up. But yeah, But yeah, make sure to show some love, guys, to him, Boy. Make sure to give him a good scare, if possible, from all of us, please. Mostly a good scare, if possible.
Yes.
But yeah. Aside from us, we'll see you guys next time. I'll be possibly live tomorrow. Possibly. Maybe Wobble as well, probably as well. We're not sure we have to
Yes.
do Uwu Night Casual yet. Probably not, to be honest. Who knows? But I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But yeah.
Yeah.
Till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Don't die, please.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
y'all. Ciao.
Wait. Why is Mom... Oh, God. No!
Oh, sorry.
You get out the key, Wayne! Damn it!
Yay.
He said please, and I could trust him, just like
Turn it all down.
He's talking to me like... Ah!
I just totally. I turn around for 5 seconds and there's chaos. What the hell?
Bye, guys.
Can't believe we killed him.